I have a new carnivore challenge for the month of October that I'm doing. Let's get into the details of it. Hey, what's shaking bacon? My name's Bruno Panucci. I hope you're doing well. So I've been doing a strict carnivore diet for almost 3 years. It's been like 2 years and 3/4. I've lost 160 pounds doing this way of eating. Most of my health problems have corrected. I'm actually going for a calcium scoring test today, and I'm going to be documenting a little bit of that. I'll probably make a video of it sometime in the near future, maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to be doing 2 challenges. One of them actually sucks. The other one's going to be pretty easy. Now, the one that sucks is snake juice. I'm going to make sure to have snake juice every single day for the month of October. So even if I stop this challenge with the other part of the challenge, I'm going to keep this part of it up for the whole month. It sucks because snake juice tastes bad. It's one of those suck it up situations because even though it tastes bad, it really helped my energy levels throughout the month when I did that a few months ago. I introduced the snake juice, and snake juice is an electrolyte drink. You make it myself, and it's potassium chloride with pink sea salt. So I use Redmond sea salt, and I combine a teaspoon of each in a liter of water. And I try to make sure to have that all through the day. Now, the reason why I am going to do that is I felt really good. My energy was really good when I was fasting. I was doing a snake juice fast. The reason why I did that was to keep my electrolytes up while I was doing this fasting at the time. And my energy was great. My sleep was great. Whenever I do fasting or I eat too lean, my sleep always suffers. And I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy getting 4 or 5 hours sleep a night. And I had chicken wings yesterday, and I had probably about 4 pounds spread throughout the day. And I also had a little bit of other food. But what happens is whenever I eat chicken too frequently, my sleep suffers. My digestion suffers. I enjoy chicken. I don't mind having the odd lean day mixed in with the odd high fat day. It sort of creates some metabolic confusion. I'm having some higher protein days and some lower fat days. And then most of the days I'm having higher fat. But I noticed since I stopped having a high fat diet consistently, my sleep has been steadily going downhill in length and in quality. And I felt great with my sleep when it came to high fat diet, as well as taking snake juice. Even when I was fasting, typically when I fast, I get very little sleep doing a water fast. But keeping up my electrolytes, specifically with that snake juice diet that Cole Robinson guy has, it really helped my sleep. I couldn't believe how great my energy was on the days I was fasting. So the goal of this is to keep my energy balanced throughout the month and see how long it takes before it starts affecting my sleep again. Now, I noticed the difference from almost day 1 or 2 when I started doing that snake juice fast a while ago. But I'm not going to be doing that type of fasting along with a snake juice. This snake juice is going to be a daily part of my routine. And the thing that sucks about it is it tastes awful. But you know what? I got to suck it up. It's literally one of those things I'm doing to try and feel better. Not everything we do is enjoyable when we want to get better. And if, quite frankly, something helps my sleep, then I want to encourage that. I want to get about 8 hours of solid sleep a night. And I was doing really well that way. So the other challenge is alternate day fasting. So the days I do eat, I'm going to make sure I get enough calories. Now, I don't typically worry about calories, but I'm not going to worry about however much food I get in a day. I just want to make sure I'm not eating too little. And I'm also going to make sure I'm trying to get higher fat, because I notice whenever I do lean days as opposed to fat days, I just don't sleep as well. And I noticed doing that consecutively for about a month and a half or 2 months, just randomly doing this, I find that my sleep suffers and I don't enjoy that. So this morning I was up at 4 o'clock for no reason. Well, I know what the reason was. I was eating too lean and my blood sugar went too low. And I've noticed a steady decline in my sleep quality since I've been throwing in more and more leaner days. When I felt the best, energy-wise, was when I did a high-fat version of carnivore. But the problem with that was I put on a lot of weight in a short amount of time, and I ended up 10 pounds less than when I started. But I'm hitting another plateau, so I'm going to do alternate day fasting. So I'm going to eat as much as I want. Usually, I'm probably going to stick to more red meat or pork, most likely red meat, because red meat is the most satiating. But I'm going to give my insulin time to calm down afterwards, because most people's insulin goes up when they eat and then back down. It lowers the blood sugar and it goes down with the blood sugar. But what happens with me is my insulin goes up with my meal and it goes down like a jet plane, nice and slow. So I need to give my metabolism a bit of a break after I eat. So this is something I plan on doing for the month. Now, if like any challenge, I don't feel good I'm not going to keep it up. If for some reason something's going wrong, I may tweak it, but I'm going to be as impartial about it as possible. I'm going to stop and really try and figure out and troubleshoot what the problem is so I can try and understand how to address it properly. So if my sleep's really good, but I'm starving, I'm just not feeling good doing this, and maybe it's starting to affect other parts of my life, then I'm not going to bother keeping that up, or I'm going to ideally tweak it. So like any challenge I've done, I'm just going to stop it or alter it if I need to, but not just because I feel uncomfortable, but because it's not working and I actually feel bad doing it. Now, I've never had to stop a challenge, but I have had to tweak challenges here or there. Overall, I find both things easy to do. Snake juice is an easy thing to do. It's just not a fun thing to do. And alternate day fasting is an easy thing for me to do. I've actually had, to be honest, a bit of a difficult time throwing in some fasting here and there lately. When I was doing fasting before, it was easy for me and I listened to my body and I found it quite comfortable. But lately I go into certain days and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fast today. And I go most of the day and I don't really need to eat, but I eat anyway. But I'm typically doing OMAD. Sometimes I do 2 meals a day right now. So I'm going to go 1 full day with no food. But that day when I am fasting, I'm going to make sure to have snake juice. I'm having the snake juice every single day of the month. So the alternate day fasting is going to be, I think within a few days, I'll get very accustomed to, because I like the way I feel when I fast. I like the way I feel when I have snake juice. My sleep is good. My energy's great. And more importantly, I feel good. I have mental clarity. And when I do fasting, I get the same results, plus it helps work me through any plateaus. I'm starting to plateau at around 304 to 309 in my weight right now. I'm fluctuating in there and it's not going down. So this is just there to see if I can help break through that plateau, even if it's 10 or 15 pounds. I'm interested to see how it works. I think what happens is, and this is just a theory, I can't base it on anything, but I've lost weight a lot in this upper range of weight in the last 160 pounds. And I've gained weight and lost weight in that range. And I once leveled off at about 285. And when I leveled off at 285, my weight loss really slowed down after I got down below 300 pounds. And what I think happens is that damage, everything below 285 to say 210 or 20, there was a lot of damage that's been there for a lot longer. So I had a lot of damage that sort of got wiped away as I was losing weight. The last time I lost any substantial weight was almost 10 years ago. And that damage has been more recent. It's been in the last 10 years. But all the damage to my pancreas and my liver and my organs has been older than that. I'm thinking I didn't clear any of those damaged proteins away. I didn't give my body a chance to heal that old damage, that weight that's been there literally for 30 years. So my goal is through alternate day fasting is to try and force my body to utilize that tissue, those damaged proteins in those damaged cells to see if it'll help repair this. Now, like I said, if I don't feel good partway through this, I mean, not uncomfortable, but I don't feel good, I'm going to tweak what I'm doing. And if I enjoy it, I may keep it up a little bit longer. It's a pretty easy routine to follow. So that's a goal. Alternate day fat fasting, snake juice. Now, some people that watch my channel like to follow some of these things that I'm doing, and they sometimes like to participate. Now, if you're doing something like this and you think a month might be too long, then you know what, give yourself 2 weeks. I wouldn't go less than a week. You have to let your body sort of adapt to something like this. Give your body 2 weeks to get through the uncomfortable phase of it and try and persevere through that difficult window, because there's a difference between feeling uncomfortable and feeling bad. So more than anything, I don't want you to put yourself in harm's way. So if this is something that seems like it's too extreme for you, I don't want you to participate. But some people might just like participating with just the snake juice or just the alternate day fasting. Do what seems to work best for you. If you think you can tackle both in 1 month, I think it'll be advantageous, because one really complements the other. Because on the days when you're fasting and you're water fasting, you want to make sure you keep your electrolytes up. So if you're interested in following along with this, you're welcome to leave a comment in the video, and we can have a bit of a support network for anyone who's trying this. Whatever you try and commit to though, try and commit to that time frame, whether it's 1 week, 2 weeks, or all 4 weeks of October. And of course, the nice thing about this, if you still struggle with some sugar addiction because you still let it a little bit in there every now and then, it might help you for the end of October when all the candy starts hitting the shelves and in your homes because of your kids. So let's see how this works. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate this. I hope I can get this video out today by 4 o'clock. I have this doctor's appointment and it could take a lot of the day. Anyway, thanks a lot. Take care.